Hello and welcome to my channel. So if you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel. On this channel, we're going to talk about everything data and analytics. There'll be times that you'll be having webinars or Zoom meetings to guide people through how they can start their career in data. So in today's video, we are going to talk about 5 key things that you need to know as a beginner in data analytics. If you are starting your career in data and analytics, this video is very good for you. Make sure you watch the video until the end and also leave a comment in the comment section and kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification. So what are the 5 key things that everyone needs to know when you are starting off a career in data and analytics? So the first key thing that you need to know is master your data cleaning and data preparation. It's very, very important in this particular era we find ourselves in. Your focus should be on data quality over data quantity. Data quantity is very important. However, the quality of your data determines the kind of analysis you are going to produce, or the kind of impact your analysis is going to make at the end of the day. So, and how do you get a very quality data? It's all about how you clean your data, removing inconsistencies in the data, correcting errors with the data, removing all the duplicates and all those things. So make sure that the data integrity is very, very important, and the integrity of the data will help the kind of results you produce, and it will help you prevent misleading conclusions. For instance, if you want to build a predictive model to determine whether a customer will be able to pay his or her loan on time, or probably to detect fraud in insurance or in anything, if your data quality is bad, it means that the prediction that it's going to make is also bad. The margin of error is very wide, and hence your analysis can't be trusted. That is why you need to ensure that you clean your data very well, and then you ensure that your data is very good. The other thing is, the second point that you need to know if you want to start a career in data analytics is make up your mind to focus on business context and ask the right questions. Especially, it doesn't matter the kind of level you find yourself in this field. However, you need to know the importance of asking the right questions before you start any analytics. You don't just jump into it. You need to make sure you've asked the right questions. Why are we doing this, and why do we need to do this analysis? We need to understand the problem you are trying to solve. It's very important to know this than just churning in some numbers. Okay, you need to align your analysis to the business goals. It should solve, or it should meet a business need. So you make sure that your analysis meets a business need. It should solve a business problem. That is when the stakeholders in your company will find your analysis very, very useful. They should be able to understand what you are trying to communicate, and also how it's going to address the business problem. So your analysis should focus on business context and asking the right questions. The other thing is, you need to learn and apply the core analytical tools and techniques. As a beginner, I will advise you to master some of the tools like SQL, Python, Excel, and then visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI. Even you can use Python for visualization, and few other things. Just know how to use them, so that no matter the industry you find yourself or the company you want to work with, depending on the what they are using, you'll be able to upgrade your game. For instance, in a particular company I was working in, I used to work with Tableau. However, when I changed and moved to a different company, the focus was using Power BI. But I had experience in both, so changing wasn't difficult. So you need to master some of these tools. Once you're able to learn one tool, learning the other becomes very easy. So make sure you master them: your data extraction, your analysis, whether using Python or R, understanding having a very strong statistical fundamentals, and then it will help you. 4, make sure your visualization is telling a story, that when someone looks at the kind of visuals you've done, they should be able to understand what you are trying to achieve. Okay, so data is very, very complicated when it's just there, but visualization makes people make sense out of the data. Do you get it? And then effective visualization and storytelling help us to convey or break down a complex problem for stakeholders to understand and act upon. Because when you go there, for instance, you used Python to build a predictive model, they don't need all the codes. What they want is, what can we do? What is the data telling us? What is your model telling us? So ability to visualize or present that complex data makes it very nice and easy to understand. Okay, so mastering the charts, using them to create compelling narrative highlights, and also making some key insights from your analysis will make you stand out. And then the last one, which is very, very important, is embrace continuous learning and critical thinking. Is very, very important. Sometimes, yes, you can ask the right questions, but you need to go beyond that. What are some of the things that can be done? You get it? You need to learn. You shouldn't say that, oh, I know it all. No, you need to learn. Recently, I remember I bought a particular course, and then in this field, and the person was building a dashboard with Power BI, and there were some of the tools in BI that I've been using BI for more than 3 years now, but then I had never used those tools before. In fact, I learned few things and how to new things and how to use some of these tools. So it's very, very important. Building dynamic dashboards. I mean, learning from other people who are just starting their career, or your colleagues, or people who are higher than you. Seek to learn more, and that is how you improve yourself. That is how you improve and you upgrade your skill sets. You shouldn't, we are in an era where everything is evolving. So you need to stay curious. You need to learn new methods. You need to challenge assumptions and approach every analysis or every project as a new learning opportunity. And then as a bonus that I'll give you is, if you are here and you are still looking for maybe a role, it's better to upskill now. Upskilling by working on projects. You get it? Working on projects. There are a lot of projects out there. You can engage in Google competitions or any projects out there, so that you can have a very solid portfolio. At the end of the day, it's about how you can demonstrate your skills, understanding issues, or and then how to approach them and then solve them. So if you've watched the video up to this time, thank you so much for watching the video up to this time. There are a lot of content that you are going to do, and then make sure you like this video, you share this video, and then if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and then I'm going to attend to you.